Today I want to talk about something that's been on my mind for a couple of weeks now. And it's kind of appropriate because today I want to give thanks. And I understand this video is being uploaded after Thanksgiving. Mostly that's because I'm terrible at planning and because I didn't realize the opportunity till after the fact. But either way, I still think this is more important than just a holiday. Because the thing that I'm thankful for is so much more relevant when you take into account the political climate, our fascination with race here in America, and especially the conversations we're having regarding immigration, culture, and heritage. Today I'm thankful for my mom and dad. More specifically, I'm thankful that they made me mixed race. And even though they didn't stay together during whatever moment that they had, they didn't see skin color, but they saw another human being, and long enough so that they produced 3 of us. And it's because of this fact of being mixed race that I look at the state of our country and what's happening, the division we're experiencing based solely on skin color, and I get confused. Because I'm not allowed to be offended, and I'm not allowed to be hurt, because I am not sure who exactly I represent. And if I can never fully relate to any specific struggle, then in essence I'm just caught in the middle of this conflict. And so the only thing I can choose to be is thankful. Thankful that my mom raised me on gospel music and Michael Jackson, as well as Paul McCartney and the Beach Boys. Thankful that I never really knew what bubble to fill in on those standardized tests, because Caucasian and Pacific Islander, or any of those for that matter, never really captured all of me. I'm thankful that I was bullied growing up because I was nerdy and awkward, just like all the other kids. Not because of my skin color or that I looked different, because let's face it, I don't really look that different. I'm thankful also for my friends, especially my white ones, who never reminded me that I don't look like them. So much so that I often forgot myself. I'm thankful that I was allowed to be fascinated with and claim all types of different cultures, because no one could tell me not to. I'm thankful that I was chosen to play Jesus multiple times in church because of my acting ability, and I never realized that I might be challenging a universally perceived notion of Christ that much of the audience held. I'm thankful that I discovered the term ethnically ambiguous in acting, because finally there was a term that could capture all of me. And I'm thankful that because of this, one day, like maybe I did with Jesus or any other roles, I might be able to challenge the perception that the main character has to be white-skinned or blonde-haired or blue-eyed. I'm thankful that my ancestry encompasses all different types of races that have been confused at times as Hispanic or Native American or Middle Eastern or Asian or Caucasian, and technically not all of those are wrong. More importantly, I'm thankful that I represent what National Geographic and Time magazine and other scientists have said to be the future of America, the future face of America. Now, because of me, my children will someday have no choice but to continue that legacy. And let me tell you, if this is the future of America, or the human race, then man, will we look beautiful. I'm so thankful because despite the strife or the struggles or the hurt that many of you have been feeling the past month or year, or maybe your entire lives, that myself, my brother and sister, and many other people like us, we represent the embodiment of hope within our country. We are hope. And at the end of the day, there's nothing that anyone can do to stop that. Because people like my parents have already set us on this path and are already turning your perception of what a minority is upside down. And that is something to be thankful for. And I hope that brings you some joy, perhaps a little bit of light to cut through the darkness that you've been wading through. Because even though you may have lost faith in humanity recently, I'm living proof that humanity is very bright and beautiful. And I'm the United States that you've been looking for. Maybe you're watching this and you're struggling because you're not of a mixed race, and yet you're still as offended and struggling just like everyone else, and you want to support those who are struggling, but you're not sure how. Well, just keep doing this. Keep embracing and learning and appreciating cultures of people that are different than yours, and embrace those people around you who look different than you, and never remind them that they look different than you. In fact, forget all about the fact that they look different than you. Appropriate whatever cultures you want, because if you're not allowed to, then I'm not allowed to, and then I'm not exactly sure where I belong, or if I actually belong anywhere. More importantly, immerse your children. Don't educate them about race and division, just introduce them to everything that there is. Listen to Beyonce and Ed Sheeran. Watch foreign movies as well as Marvel and Star Wars. Tell them stories from the Bible and the Mahabharata. I don't care, but if you do these things, they will grow up to be just as confused about racial divisions and prejudice as I was growing up. Because it would have never even crossed their minds, and they won't even understand what the fuss is all about. To those who are mixed race, don't be discouraged, because part of you fears persecution and the other part of you fears being the persecutor. And if you are on the receiving end of bullying and insults and slander and harsh words just because of your skin color or your race, take heart, because you are hope. You are unity, and you are humanity. If you don't know what bubble to fill out on those standardized tests, well, that's okay, because you're not alone. Just fill out all the bubbles, because in the end, in the future, eventually, soon, everyone, they'll be just like you. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I know it was very different from the previous videos, and it's not a vlog this week, but again, I felt like this is something that was important to say and important to put out there. And I wasn't exactly sure how to say it. I'm not sure that I said it the best way that I could have. And I tried to write something down and do it, and I'm not sure how it came out, but I do think it was important to say it. And definitely next week, we'll be back to the regular vlog. In fact, next week is 1 year of vlogging for me, so I'm looking forward to that. And if you have any ideas of what I should do or anything like that, then please let me know. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please share it or subscribe or like it, give it a thumbs up, I don't know, or comment below, tell me what you think. This should be like ongoing conversations, and it should never be finished here. It should always continue moving forward. It is something that I kind of believe, it is something I'm actually thankful for, At the end of the day, I thank God that for whatever reason, he brought my mom and dad together, and he decided to create me and my brother and sister and other people like me. He brought so many different people together, and now we have a culture and a future of mixed race people, and it's looking like that in the future a lot of us are going to look like very different than the way America looks now. If you're interested in those articles that I was talking about in National Geographic or Time. Those are years old, but those links are in the description. Go check those out. This is not something that I just kind of made up or whatever. This really is the future. And it's weird that everyone has lost so much hope, and yet the future is not that dark, guys. It really isn't. To sum up this video, if I have anything to show for it, then again, I am the future. Or at least I'm the beginnings of the future, and the future's coming. And if you want to know what the future looks like, look to people like me, those who are mixed race, at least as far as what it looks like. But there are also people out there who are not mixed race and yet believe the way that I do, and yet are smart and not driven by prejudices. And you too are the future, and you too can change the world just by continuing to be you and impacting those around you. So yeah, that's what I have to say. Thanks again. See you on the next one.